What if I told you there was a prophet in the Bible who never experienced death? A man so powerful, so anointed by God, that he was taken to heaven in a chariot of fire. Who was this man? What secrets does his story hold? And what does it mean for us today? Stay with me, because the story of Elijah is about to blow your mind. If you're new here, welcome to Bible Characters Unlocked, where we dive deep into the lives of the Bible's most fascinating figures. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss a video. But here's the twist. Elijah's story isn't just about a man who never died. It's about a prophet who challenged kings, called down fire from heaven, and vanished in a whirlwind, only to reappear centuries later. By the end of this video, you'll understand why Elijah's life is a blueprint for standing firm in your faith, no matter how dark the world may seem. And if you're loving this deep dive so far, give this video a thumbs up. It really helps us grow the channel. To truly grasp the significance of Elijah's story, we need to go back to the beginning. Elijah appears in the Bible during one of Israel's darkest periods, a time when idol worship and corruption were rampant. King Ahab and Queen Jezebel had led the nation into Baal worship, and the people had turned their backs on God. Yet, amidst the chaos, Elijah stood as a bold voice for God. But who was he? And why does his story matter so much? Elijah was a prophet from Tishbe, a man of humble origins who became one of the most powerful figures in the Bible. His name means Yahweh is my God, and his life was a testament to that truth. But Elijah wasn't just a prophet. He was a man of action, a man who confronted evil head-on and proved the power of the one true God. His first recorded act was declaring a drought upon the land, a judgment against Israel's idolatry. But this was just the beginning of his incredible journey. Have you ever felt like you're standing alone against impossible odds? Like the world is against you and no one has your back? Elijah knew that feeling all too well. At one point, he was so discouraged that he prayed for death, feeling like he was the only one left who cared about God. But God reminded him that he wasn't alone. There were still 7,000 others who had not bowed to Baal. Elijah's story shows us that when we stand with God, we're never truly alone. So, what can we learn from Elijah's courage? And how can his faith inspire us today? Here's the heart of Elijah's story, his showdown on Mount Carmel. Picture this: Elijah, one man, standing against 450 prophets of Baal. The challenge? To prove once and for all who the real God is. Elijah called the people of Israel to gather on Mount Carmel and said, "How long will you waver between two opinions? If the Lord is God, follow him. But if Baal is God, follow him." The people were silent. Elijah then proposed a test. Both he and the prophets of Baal would prepare a sacrifice, but not light the fire. The God who answered by fire would be the true God. The prophets of Baal cried out, danced, and even cut themselves, but nothing happened. Then Elijah stepped forward. He rebuilt the altar of the Lord, placed the sacrifice on it, and drenched it with water, not once, but 3 times. Then he prayed, and fire fell from heaven, consuming not just the sacrifice, but the altar itself. The people fell to their knees crying, "The Lord, He is God." But this was just the beginning of Elijah's miracles. So, what really happened when Elijah was taken by the chariot of fire? The Bible tells us that Elijah was carried up to heaven, but some scholars believe there's more to the story. As Elijah and his successor, Elisha, walked together, a chariot of fire and horses of fire appeared, separating the two. Elijah was taken up to heaven in a whirlwind, leaving behind only his cloak. But where did he go? And what does his ascension mean for us? Some believe Elijah was taken to a heavenly realm, while others suggest he was transported out of time itself. Centuries later, he appeared again, on the Mount of Transfiguration, standing beside Jesus. This moment has led many to wonder, was Elijah's ascension a glimpse into a deeper, hidden meaning? Could it be connected to the end times and the return of the 2 witnesses described in Revelation? Elijah's life wasn't just about miracles. It was also about judgment. When a group of youths mocked him, calling him baldhead, Elijah called down a curse, and 2 bears came out of the woods, attacking them. This shocking moment reminds us that mocking God's anointed carries serious consequences. But it also raises questions. Why did this happen? And what does it teach us about respecting God's servants? Some see this as a harsh response, but it underscores the importance of honoring those who carry God's message. It's a reminder that our words and actions have consequences, especially when directed at God's chosen vessels. Did Elijah predict the final days of humanity? The Bible tells us that Elijah must return before the great and dreadful day of the Lord. Some believe this refers to the two witnesses in Revelation, who will prophesy and perform miracles during the end times. Could Elijah be one of them? And if so, what does that mean for us today? The two witnesses are described as having power to shut up the sky so that no rain falls, to turn water into blood, and to strike the earth with plagues. These are the same kinds of miracles Elijah performed during his ministry. Could this be a clue that Elijah will return to play a key role in the final days? The possibility is both thrilling and sobering. But here's something you may not know. Elijah's story doesn't end with his ascension. His legacy echoes throughout Scripture and into the New Testament, where he appears alongside Jesus. Could Elijah's story hold keys to understanding the spiritual realm and the end times? And if you're fascinated by these mysteries, make sure to subscribe to Bible Characters Unlocked for more deep dives into the Bible's most intriguing stories. Elijah's life is a testament to the power of faith and the importance of standing firm in God's truth. It's a reminder that no matter how dark the world may seem, we can trust in God's promises. Elijah's story challenges us to ask, are we standing boldly for God? Are we ready to face whatever comes our way, knowing that He is with us? If this message resonated with you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Bible Characters Unlocked for more deep dives into the Bible's most fascinating stories. Let's continue this journey together. Until next time, stand firm in your faith